Cool.
Oh, we're not doing too bad, Francine.
Hello, hello. It's Jeanette from Background Creations. Come on in. Let me know you're here. If you're new, tell me. We're doing good, Francine. That would be great.
I'm new.
You're new? You're a liar. Liar, liar, pants for hire.
Pammy, did you hear that? Jeanette just called me a liar.
Hi, Pam. Hey, Pam knows I called as I see it. Hey, Reba.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Welcome.
Everybody sprinkled their.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi,
Hi,
Pam.
Pam.
No, Pam.
That Pam's gonna be my roomie.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm going to apologize in advance.
Oh!
Pammy says, I'm staying out of that.
Pammy has Pam Walters. Pammy has seen me on my bad side.
But she makes amazing caramels.
Yes, she does.
I think you should make those year round, Pam.
She says the weather it gets too humid. It won't sit up.
I believe that.
It's
Hi,
true.
Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. Roommates.
Yeah, the humidity is up in my
Yes,
crappy.
it is. I think it was 83% yesterday.
That's why I opted to run the laser than to try to mess with the resin. Because the humidity is.
We'll be using all my
way
resin.
up.
You didn't bring that up. It's on the table.
Yeah, I did.
The home.
Yeah.
Oh, is it up here?
No, it's in my room.
Oh, it's in your room.
I'm gonna.
It'd be caramel.
Ice cream.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Next time I mix up a batch of resin, I'm gonna add more to it on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it didn't get enough in it.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Richard.
Jinx.
Stop it.
No. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's doing a little sprinkling.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Let's not get too careful.
Why? Sprinkle here, sprinkle there, sprinkle everywhere.
We will see how the live goes tonight. We have some
thunderstorms. It's thundering.
Rolling through the area.
We just got our.
We're under a severe thunderstorm alert.
It's stereo.
Pay attention, Stacy. It's coming your way.
Thank you, Richard. So tonight.
Oh, we dropped down to 66 degrees.
Well, maybe it'll cool off in here.
Good Lord.
I got my air conditioner going. I got my fan on high. Hi, Michelle.
Yeah, it's dropped at least 15 degrees in the last couple hours.
Where's my other roomie? She's probably off doing something.
You have more than one roomie?
Angela?
Oh. I can't keep track of who you're out.
Well, at Crafters Convention, I'm rooming with you and Angela and Roy.
Okay.
And then
good
to know. Okay. And then in September, when I go to General Wholesale again for the Out of the Box event, I'm rooming with Michelle and Pam and Angela. Okay? Got it?
No, but it'll be okay.
Hey, Shauna.
Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Michelle.
Oh, I have not listed. When I first started wreath making, I listed them on Marketplace. I think I sold one or two, and I just stopped. Hey, Patty. Oh, awesome, Patty. Hi, Nancy. Roomie's in the house. And so I stopped. Well, here a couple weeks ago, I started listing some again, and I've sold two, and then another lady called me today. So, but anyway, try them out. Never know if it'll work or not.
She is very busy, Michelle.
I am. I like being busy.
Hi, Roz.
Sometimes. Hi, Roz. Hi, Pat. Here's our sign tonight. Life is on the beach. Now, I'll tell you this
Life
was
is better
at the beach. Sorry. I'll tell you this was a struggle tonight. He made this for me last week, and I'm like, that's not what I designed. The edge of it is a slightly different shade than what I made. And that's with sublimation printers. We have two of them. One is for the 10 and 11-inch signs, and the Sawgrass is for the other ones. Sometimes what we see on our computers, just like everybody, a lot of people will post, computer resolution may be a little bit different on everybody's computer. Same thing here. What I saw is not what gets printed. So I struggled a little bit. So is this bluish or greenish? Can you see it? I don't see it. Arms aren't long enough. So in one light, it looks, where's my bow? Here's my bow. And I got my color wheel out, guys, because I wanted to put a third color into it. I just didn't want to use white or black or... Does it look blue, Jamie?
Hi, Brenda.
So, hi, Brenda. This has got mint in it. Okay? So that matches, right? Well, then you get my mint. Matches my ribbon. A little bit off, but not too bad. Thank you, Pam. And then you get this out, and it makes the sign look blue. And I'm like, what the heck? I said bad words, but so we're going to stick with the mint and go with it. And if the sign looks horrible on it, guess what? I can make a new one.
Try print it with the F's and see if it's any different.
Yeah. But our colors are fuchsia.
It looks greenish.
Does it look greenish? See? I know on his computer when I'm watching the lives a couple times when I've been over, $300. Yeah, that's fishy. It'll sparkle in the mesh, so we're going with it. And this is kind of a coral orangish piece. And so I got the color wheel out, and by gosh, this is what it is. And I'm like, that don't match.
Yeah,
but put it in the bow, and it looks pretty good. We have bundles tonight. I have bundles. Woo.
Oh, look at you getting all fancy with a tray of bundles.
Well, I have two different colors, so I need to keep them straight.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what else I've changed. I'm going to go with 12-inch tails on the outside. Some of the wreaths, depending on how the mesh lays, the ribbons stick out way beyond the mesh. So we're going to try 12s. I did one for somebody in 12s, and I liked it. But when I put the couple in the middle, the 12 was too short. It just kind of stuck straight up. Ross, look at all those bundles. So I think once it all comes together, just like, we've talked about things that we wouldn't normally do, like mint and fuchsia.
But they actually do look really good together.
But they look really good together.
Well, and as for the mint versus the...
And then, this is kind of a light coral peachish.
With window pane underneath it. That's not the mesh.
Well, no, that's got window. We're going to do some rolls with this.
Hi, Dean.
And put it in there. Hi, Dean. That's your favorite color? So we'll see how it goes all good together.
But I told her, because she brought everything into...
I said, come here and look at this. He goes, I can't. I got to tell you this. I got my frames the other day, and the box had the biggest hole running down the middle of the box. Oh, no. The mail carrier was really upset about it, asked me if I thought it was okay inside, and I told her it would be okay. Thankfully, it was just the frames. Thank God it wasn't signs or nothing else. You should have seen the box. Oh, my gosh. And we put stuffing in those, too.
Yeah, it's...
Well, at least he was courteous enough to stop and say something to you. Most of them just throw it on the porch and run like the dickens.
Yeah, it's not the local, like your mailman or your local...
No, it's the
UPS
big carriers.
Driver. It's when they're at the hubs is where everything gets tore up. But I'm glad your order was okay, even though the box got mangled.
Listen, when I get stuff from Sims Pottery...
Oh, you ought to see the boxes.
Those boxes are horrible, and they don't put stuffing in them. And I get all my stuff.
But so far so good. Everything stays in the box and everything is okay.
So I'm going to show you what these are going to look like.
Oh, you did get yours, Roz? Awesome.
Oh, yeah, she told me the other day. And those frames are not like dainty. They're really heavy duty.
Those aren't Dollar Tree frames. Those are beefy.
Where's mine?
Which, according to what Brenda just told us, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm just glad that. See, I worry about stuff like that when I'm combining orders, because when I package Stacy's, I put her signs in with hers. That's probably what happened when they got hung up in one of the machines.
Probably. And we try to tape. Oh, that's upside down. I try to make sure that the end is facing down.
Because sometimes the tape will let loose and stick up, and then it'll get caught, and it just turns ugly really quick. But I'm glad everything in your order was okay.
Yep.
That's the important part.
So I'm going to do a couple of these and show, well, not the bundle part, but I'll show you what they look like.
Not gonna lie though, Brenda, when I first started reading your comment, and you said the box had the biggest hole running down the middle of it, I kind of cringed a little bit.
Oh, she did text me. So this is what we're going to do. And then we've got some burlap ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby last fall. But I love it. It's nice and stiff.
Oh, Richard, you have no idea.
He has been.
Did you see my post on our business page with the slate coasters? Oh yeah, I'm having a blast with that thing.
He's got slate coasters coming out of his ears.
If you did not see the post on our Facebook,
which goes with beer ones, right?
The coasters are amazing.
Not that we drink beer or anything, but
I don't drink beer, but there's a lot of beer drinkers in our area, and I'm trying to sell them, so that was the first set I picked.
You do what your customers want, within reason.
I'm not a wine drinker either, but that's going to be my next set that I make.
So I got some more minty. That one's kind of bluish mint. So this is what our wreath is going to go, this pattern. So I think it'll be okay.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Yeah, Richard, it's kind of addictive. I'm not gonna lie. And the nice thing about it is, once I get the laser set up and running, I can go do whatever. I just can't leave the room. Stacy says switch camera.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Good
That's
catch.
my girl.
Good catch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I showed the camera and.
That's probably what got her attention.
Come on, Facebook.
Oh, honey, that is the side view.
You got them switched. Oh, what?
No, I don't.
Is
that camera froze?
Yeah, it's froze.
Oh, that's not good.
Hold, please.
Well.
Thanks, Michelle. Though I have nothing to do with the coasters.
Well, let's switch back. I don't think there's anything I can do with that camera while we're live.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're working on it, Janet. Yeah, I know, Reba. The camera froze for some reason. We've not had that done that forever. Like over a year.
You guys may get nothing but the front view.
So we can tilt that one down.
Yeah, let me.
He's gonna tilt the front one down some. Hi, Dawn. I rented my first ever space in the market today. It opens on May 2nd. I'm really nervous. I hope it goes well. Oh, great, Jamie. Text me if you have any questions about where to get grid or what you can use for
I'm gonna cut Jeanette's head off.
Yeah, cut my head off. I don't care. So here's what our bundles will look like.
I will continue to work on the side camera, but I'm betting it I won't be able to do anything with it while we're live. Well, you're right. We haven't had this problem in a while.
I know. I'm teasing them. Yeah, we have 2 shops. Thank goodness they are literally across the alley from each other, so I can park in the middle and just walk to both. You just won't see my twisting and stuff. You'll see it on the back side.
Can everybody hear us okay? Because I thought that was the camera that we were using the microphone on.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Can you hear? I'm doing this like you guys can see me. Good sound, Reva says. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, we haven't had any camera issues for quite some time. Thank you, Michelle. But we'll get some mesh on here. Once it starts bunching up, it'll look a lot better. I found something out, too, the other day. You know how...
Boy.
Hey, listen. Thank you, Janet. You know how I always stuck my bundles in here and scrunched them together? Why am I a bad girl? I didn't do nothing wrong. I found out that a lot of times, depending on where the split is or the end is, maybe it's getting old. Shh, Brenda, don't say that.
Do I need to go back up with the camera? Because you're like right at the top of the frame.
Yeah, maybe go up just a tad. Thank you, Francine. So I've been holding them like this and putting them in, and I liked it a lot better. It's a little bit cumbersome, but that's what we do if trial and error. There, that's better. Oh.
Yeah, don't mind Richard.
Just make sure you grab it in the middle.
Oh.
Girl, not fork.
That's not good. What? It's no longer froze. There's no picture. It went black.
Unplug it, maybe.
I can't do that when we're live.
Oh, okay.
It won't come back on anyway.
Well, we'll just... We're winging it.
Why is it all wonky?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I did that.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Honey, it's not. It won't stay where it's supposed to stay.
Okay.
Must be bungee cord again.
Well, that didn't make it not come on.
You don't know that.
I do know that. It told me. It's okay. They can see. They don't need to see me anyway. Ah! Made my screen go away. Oh. So here we got the outside bottom part done. Now we'll do some rolling. I like to pull a lorry and make my bundles and such on my couch that I use. Oh, I know, Jamie. Amy. I know. We could find you a creek or a pond. He's got family in West Virginia and Kentucky. That one seems too loose. Loosey goosey. So what prompted you to move from California to West Virginia? Is West Virginia home? If you pull that zip tie real tight, it'll make your bundles stand up.
Oh, you went to West Virginia for your husband's work.
Yeah, that happens. I don't know if anybody of you watched Crystal from Glitz and Glue. Hey, Linda.
Welcome, Linda.
She's moving to Kentucky from Kansas, but she's going to be at what's in Kentucky, Fort Knox. Her husband's in the military.
You didn't type that. You don't know where it came from. Are there gremlins?
So my phone, it has been like, whatever the last word of a text is, it'll be the first word of the next text. I have no idea why it's doing it. Well, then all more reason for me not to be showing. Put me on a big screen. I've done that too, though. So I can type my words on my phone and watch on this big screen. They're blitzing. They're possessed.
It's a gremlin.
It's a gremlin.
That's my story, and I'm sticking.
See, I don't think that's going to be too bad. And then we're going to put.
I told you that it'd be okay.
Some little bundles in there. Oh, that look cute. I know, but I was stressing over it.
Amy asked, does it send the last word in the first text?
Yes. Is yours doing that? I have Verizon.
Richard's calling Ghostbusters for Jamie. You can't get YouTube to pull up. Uh-oh, that's not good. Gremlins, I'm telling you.
So my pipe cleaners will be definitely full because we'll have 4 pieces of mesh in there. My fingers aren't working tonight.
Well, I'm done fighting with the camera, so this is the view we're stuck with for tonight.
It's all right.
Janet wants to see the sign.
Oh. Life is better at the beach.
So yeah, we're gonna try a new look for the lot for the rest of the.
My phone is tripping.
Might be.
I tried to shut it off, turn it back on. So just put the word out if you talk to anybody else. If anybody's looking for a ticket to Crafters Convention and a room, you could get a hold of Katie from Crazy Maisie Creations LLC. Hi, Pat. All our square signs have curved corners.
But the new supplier, the curve is different.
Oh.
It's got a larger radius on it.
Is that one of the newer ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we depending on, we have one main supplier we get our blanks from, but if they're usually out of the rounds, and so I have a secondary supplier I get stuff from.
Well, I like those squares a lot better.
He's a little more expensive on some,
but the quality's better.
Yeah.
How do you know it's not she?
Okay. He, she, they, it, gremlin. Floyd was, I'm not getting, this is not political or anything, but Floyd was a little annoyed. Our grandson, who's 14, yeah, Katie for a ticket, and she's got a room available, where she rented the room. I don't know that she was sharing with anybody or not. But our 14-year-old grandson that said that he identifies as mayonnaise.
You lost your mojo, Richard. You better find it.
Uh-oh. It's the gremlins, Richard. They hid it from you. Uh-oh. I had to pup sit this morning. My granddaughter, who's 7, she's one of the ones that had COVID, and she just can't get rid of this cough. The doctor says that her lungs are damaged, so they gave her an inhaler and said if it doesn't help in 2 weeks that she's got to go to a pulmonary doctor. So they have a teacup chihuahua.
It will literally ride around in your hoodie pocket.
She's got a purse for it. It's a doggy purse. And then she forgot his playpen, so he had to stay in his little carrier, and I just left it unzipped for him. Things we do. Because I don't know about your guys' doctors, but our doctors are still only letting. Yeah, I know, poor kid. And her sister, she has to share a room. Yep, it's a doggy purse. Share a room with her sister, and she's like, I can't sleep. I'm hoping the inhaler will help. Oh, now we gotta roll some more. Only got about half of them done.
I personally think the dog purse is a bit ridiculous. Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not the one carrying it, so whatever. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that.
Thank you. But then, oh, we bought her shoes, by the way. She outgrew her shoes already. Already. She's got new shoes in November. And she had a growth spurt. Of course.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. You know, kids in between paychecks. Just to hold her off at Walmart. We'll get her something else later. Well, she had gotten. We gave the kids Easter money. And so they make Care Bear. Do you guys know what Qdios are? Burrito, these little things that are wrapped up like a burrito.
Scented stuffed animals.
Scented, well, they're not all scented, but.
No, Richard, I do not need a dog purse. I don't have a dog.
Nope. And if we had a dog, it would not be one of those. It would be like.
St. Bernard.
No.
Something you're not going to carry in a purse.
I had Irish setters growing up. They're pretty dogs. But I like Irish setters, huskies, stuff like that. Thank you, Patty. I think it's going to turn out okay. Sometimes we just got to get outside the box. That's what the Crafty Coaches Corner, which is comprised of Katie, Teeny, Jace, Rachel, and Michelle and Stoney. That's what their workshop is going to be called, is Get Out of the Box.
Oh, that's really pretty. Excuse y'all, I'm going to interrupt the live.
Hey, Prince Oliver is little and cute.
So that lady that wanted the rush job on
Purini's? Oh, that's nice.
Look at the butterflies.
I know, that's pretty.
Awesome job.
A girl wanted one of our Mother's Day signs, and she goes, I need it really fast. I got to make a wreath, and she wants your sign. So we made it really quick for her. She sent us a picture of the wreath.
In the box, ready to ship.
You got a teddy bear puppy. Is that a real small one, too? I'm not real up on all the breeds. Oh, the Pomskis are so cute.
But
expensive. Okay. But when I retire and can have a puppy, I'm getting one. I want a Pomsky. That is probably the most littlest dog I'll get. They don't get very big either.
I like big dogs.
My dad had a black. You never got to see him, did you? No. A black lab and mastiff. This dog was huge, and when he barked, it was like woof. A setter. Yeah. We had an Irish setter my dad had gotten from somebody. He was a trained bird dog. So my dad we hunted hi Mary.
Hi, Mary.
He hunted, and so he'd take his name was Buddy. He'd take him out. Well then grandma had chickens and Buddy got in a chicken pen. But so we just had to put Buddy in the house when grandma wanted to let her chickens out.
Teddy bear is just a little bit taller than the cats.
Oh wow.
Well, at least it's not smaller than the cats and gets beat up all the time.
Well then we had wild dogs in Illinois.
See, that's my kind of dog. German Rottweiler, 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Definitely not a lot.
Another farmer shot him because he was running with wild dogs that killed his sheep. We don't think. And we found out from another person he didn't even have the guts to tell us. And then we had another Irish setter that somebody had dumped puppies off in the woods across from our house. And my mom took them to the dog pound. And this little Irish setter, real weak and feeble, was in there. They were already supposed to put her down because she'd been there so long, but they couldn't do it. Well, Mom brought her home. And she got hit by a car.
Howdy, Mona.
Mona. Ah. Few more to roll here.
I like dogs that are big enough that people that shouldn't be coming on your property see the dog and decide, yeah, maybe we better go somewhere else.
Now, see, I'm skittish of big dogs because I got mauled as a kid.
Protect the livestock.
Yeah.
Coming back into style here in Ohio, we have a major coyote problem.
Yes.
The deer are out of control, and thus the coyotes are out of control.
Wow.
Been seeing more and more of them in town.
I grew up around coyotes and fox. You like little dogs? This mint mesh is a little thin. I'm not particularly fond of it.
Looks cute though.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, good, Jamie.
Well, not good that somebody broke into your house, but good the dog was there to protect everything. If I were to get a fox, I would buy a blue fox. I know somebody that raises them. They are adorable.
My ex-husband, when we went to Atlanta, Georgia one time for a wedding, his aunt and uncle had a husky wolf dog. Had blue eyes. It was pretty, but I was scared of it.
Oh, you were in the house when somebody broke in.
Oh no.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, hopefully they won't try again. I pity anybody that tries to break in this house.
Yeah, we have an attack cat.
I have pink ammo. My heart would be in my toes.
Huskies are really beautiful too. I love huskies.
We had a Siberian husky.
I hear they're temperamental though. Not mean per se.
They can be.
They're just temperamental. Yeah, I hate to hear stories like that of people being asleep in their house and people breaking in. That's scary stuff.
Oh wow. I forget her name. She's on my Facebook. She's in a lot of the groups. She does gorgeous wreaths. She shows videos of the bears just coming up on her deck, and she had a mama and her 2 cubs the other day.
Oh, that's a bad situation right there.
I wouldn't want to go outside at all.
No, not with a mama bear. Mona wants to know what kind of wreath you're making tonight.
So we're making Life is Better at the Beach. So it's...
Jamie said, I did get my 9mm out and clean it out.
I would too.
Absolutely.
So we're putting a lot of colors into it that don't necessarily aren't the norm. But if you ever have a color wheel, you can look at them online too. Play around with it. Just see.
Now, Roz, I'm not terrified of bears. Of course, we don't really have a whole lot of bears in our area. There's a couple of black bears that have been spotted over the past 10, 15 years.
Not bad though.
I would probably be concerned if I ran into one out in the wild, because bears are just one of those animals you just never know what they're going to do. Pat loves the color combination. Mona loves the colors.
Yep. If you ever just play around with the color wheel. I
highly recommend anybody that's into any kind of crafting.
Yep.
Either get a physical color wheel that you can hold in your hands like we have, or they have. You can get them as apps on your phone, or there's some online.
So here's our color wheel. It's got lighter colors on this side, darker ones on the other.
Warmer and cooler.
Warm and cooler, darker, lighter. You pick one color, then it'll show you what is opposite. It'll show you a triad. It'll show you all kinds of things. And it'll let you see... It'll let you see what else you can put with your colors that maybe you wouldn't think of. And this is definitely outside my comfort zone, because I'm a little OCD and matchy-matchy.
Well, I've seen everything you listed except for an armadillo, Richard. We don't have those here in Ohio. Now, I did see them down south when I drove truck. It reminds me of the I would fight a bear for you meme.
We had possum are mean.
I'm not going to go out of my way to pick a fight with a bear, but if a bear were to attack one of my loved ones, yeah, I would fight a bear.
Possum are
Probably
mean.
wouldn't end well for me, but I'd fight one.
I'd have to go out to the barn. My grandma and grandpa lived right next door to me. I'd have to go out in there, and possum be in there trying to get the chickens.
I would fight a bear for you, not a grizzly bear, but a care bear.
A care bear. That's what kind of little cudio thing my granddaughter got, was a care bear. He out there? Did he have paws underneath the...
Have both paws under the door.
Normally my son's cat comes in here, but I had him shut the door because I was hot. Because we just have window air conditioners.
Yeah, you can come in now.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
We had a bear, a small black bear.
Some of them.
Oh yeah, they're making a comeback.
They're making a comeback.
We had a small black bear show up in our local city park, and there was some very humorous footage of one of the local police officers trying to chase this bear through the park. And the only thing I could think of is, what was the bear, or what was the cop going to do if the bear stopped to turn around, or if he caught it? I mean,
no, Mona, this is just regular deco mesh. We got the fuchsia is border mesh. The mint is just metallic. The light coral is iridescent, and then we got some white window pane in there.
Hi, Jenny. Welcome.
We're doing pretty good.
Throw our word of the day up there.
So guess what our word of the day is? It is beach.
Sorry up there.
I know.
You're a little late.
Oh my gosh, I laughed when they brought back well, they kind of never went away, but the Blue's Clues and yeah, I like window pane mesh.
Jamie says border mesh is one of her favorites.
It is mine too.
Jeanette, you like all mesh.
Well,
and all ribbon.
No, I don't like flimsy ribbon.
Richard.
I calling nobody a beach. We're going to the beach. No. I wouldn't mind going by.
You ordered $400 of ribbon. Shh, shh, shh. Don't
You
be
go,
talking,
girl!
Don't be talking about that with Jeanette around.
Perpetual ribbons to... I've never heard of them.
Oh, great. Thanks, Jamie. Now Jeanette's going to go check out a new website.
I got to write it down.
Just remember, we got to save some of that money for all this traveling you want to do.
I know. I got me a list of money I got to save.
Well, been there, done that. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Richard says 400 falls over dead.
Try 1,000 one time. I ordered 1,000 for Craig Bachman.
We ordered how many cases of
I don't remember.
Ribbon from Craig Bachman all at once? I don't think the UPS driver was appreciative. That probably should have come on a skid on a truck.
If I order from them again, it'll be for kids.
Please. Peek around, seeing what the big secret was.
So it's getting all nice and full now. 1,000 heart stops. Make sure I got them all.
You just got a shipment 3 days ago. Now you ordered $400 more.
Sound like me, Jamie.
Sounds like Jeanette has corrupted Jamie.
No. I guess I had an extra.
Better have a couple too many than not enough.
Yeah, I can put it in the middle if anything. Spent 80 and almost freaked out. Well, we bought the 1,000 to go on the website.
I'll tell you what, Richard, you keep plugging away and making the wreaths that you're making, you'll start being able to drop $400 or $500 on ribbon.
I know, I love ribbon too. I've been really trying to use up scraps. You know, you guys have seen my post about the scraps of mesh, what I did. I've got a drawer sorted down below me instead of that pink bin now of ribbon. It's all sorted. And
no, Roz, we have not made any more kits yet. There will be some on the way.
I'm gonna make, I have some ribbon cut for some 4th of July ones, some patriotic ones.
My goal is to just get into the habit of at least one kit per month.
Yeah, that's my goal.
And then we'll maybe increase that to 2.
So let me ask you guys. So there's 36 of you guys on here. And you guys did an awesome job at buying a lot of those sign and ribbon kits. Do you like sign and ribbon kits so you can pick your mesh, or do you like to buy whole kits? Those of you who do buy them.
Because we've done both.
I've done both.
And did pretty well with both. And then life gets in the way and things got busy and just things get crazy around here.
My whole life is crazy. When the doc says, settle down, your blood pressure's creeping back up. Whole kits, Lisa says.
Well, I would like to start offering both, but that takes a lot of work.
It does. Whole kits. Yep.
Ross says sign and ribbon kit.
Yep, she likes those. I think it's kind of nice for the
Linda likes both.
because you can pick your own mesh. And a lot of times when I do, well, sometimes when I do sign and ribbon kits, last year I let you guys pick what sign you wanted. I offered you, a choice of 4 or 5, and
Janet likes the whole kids. Richard says make both of them. I knew what you meant, Roz.
Yeah, we're thinking about it, Richard.
And see, Shauna, a lot of people feel the same way you do. She usually doesn't buy kits to try to keep her costs down.
I get that.
Which, I mean, if you're making wreaths to sell, that is something you need to take into consideration.
That's the con. The pro side is you don't have to buy 4 rolls of ribbon where you may not use it again. I mean, you might. But there are some times that I have bought a roll of ribbon and I've only used it for 1 wreath, and I don't know when I'll make another one.
Then it gets hid in the back of the ribbon rack and we find it a year later. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we had that.
So that's one pro to buying sign and ribbon kits. You don't have to buy all that ribbon.
But yes, Richard, we would like to do both. Janet's still trying to figure out what mesh to use with the spring and summer kits she bought.
So, look at the sign. We talk about a lot of this in my private group. Look at your sign. And that's pretty much what I did here. So I used pink, fuchsia. There you go, Lisa.
That makes
sense. Or
like
make them for yourself, make them for family. But I wanted a third color. So that's when I got out the color wheel and then I added white. A good fallback is for a bright spring is to use one of the colors in the sign and a white.
Selena says maybe offer multiple signs with 3 to 4 rolls of ribbon. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I do sometimes offer multiple different signs options with one set of ribbons. I did that last year a lot. We've got that whole thing, I got to work a full-time job in the way. Someday. There is, or sometimes there's enough to make at least a pixie wreath. Who has never made a pixie wreath?
Oh no, absolutely, Shauna. I mean, when Jeanette first started, she only bought ribbon that was something she was going to use in multiple wreaths. Shauna loves making pixies. I know Michelle Brown makes pancake pixies. Those are amazing.
All of the pancake pixies. Hi, William. That's okay.
It happens.
Floyd does that on his phone all the time.
Absolutely. I'll answer somebody. Forgot to hit send.
Usually me.
Don't take it personally. I do it to everybody.
You just finished one for yourself. All of Floyd's pancake pixies that I put in the shop have sold.
Now, we don't know if it's because they're thinner and smaller, and that's what they like, or is it because they sold faster because they're a lower price point?
Both, maybe? I don't know.
I suspect it's because it's a lower price point.
Is that B1 a pancake pixie down on the floor?
Yes. I don't remember how many ties I put on that one.
6, I think. That's what you told me. I switched the bow.
Well, the bow needs smush because it's.
Yeah. So here's a pancake pixie that Floyd made. He used 2 different meshes, 6 ties, 3 cuts of 20 each, and then put a sign and a bow and some tails on it.
They don't use a lot of mesh
Mm-mm.
at all.
Good way to use up some of your leftover mesh.
I would like to make more, but I don't have time. We've got the sign business to run, and
He's off playing with his laser.
why do that while I'm making signs?
Yeah.
Pretty good potential for a big wood sign order from one of the guys at work. Gonna be busy, busy, busy.
There's my girl. Hey, roomie. I got all my roomies here now. And actually, that's how I started our business. Was I just
Oh, thank you, William.
was making a wreath for the house.
Jamie, I can laugh at that because I've done the same thing. I had this bright idea in my head of this wreath I wanted to make, and I don't do poops, so I don't use 21-inch mesh. And I used an elevated wreath form.
Because he wanted to try one.
And
yes, I bought a ticket, Richard.
By the time I got done with it, I kid you not, before ribbon tails and the bow, the mesh alone was between 10 and 11 inches thick.
Because I was here for that, because it was one of my shoulder surgery, and I had to come over and help him out a little bit.
Oh, it was horrible.
I still have the base down at the storage unit.
What, I'm telling you, you can take that apart and make 3 reeds.
Probably. Oh, don't buy it from Michael's.
Yeah, we were in Michael's one time, and they had it. Was it 50 or 60% off?
I don't know.
It was pretty cheap, and I'm like, Jeanette, come and look at this. And we picked it up and snuck a roll of it open and felt it. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
The only kind of mesh that I'll buy from like Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby is the fabric mesh. So Angela, it's not looking too bad now. I was texting Angela. I'm like, I don't know if I like this or not. I think I got all the ties.
Because a lot of that stuff that they sell at Joann's and Michael's, it looks really nice. But when you get it and start working with it,
thank you.
Like
I like it too.
She says every time she cuts it, it just falls apart.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mona. It is garbage.
And porcelain. Hope you got it on sale and didn't pay too much for it.
Like I said, I'll buy the fabric. It's not too bad.
Yeah, we bought some fabric there one time, 50% off.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty decent.
It doesn't have enough on it, but I'll pay half off for it.
It was a small roll, mind you.
I had to put 2 rolls together.
The 5 and a half.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Patty. I'll use the 5.5. We used the 5.5 when we did the snowman frame this winter in the group, and then I like it to go through garlands out on my porch.
Yeah, Shauna, when we were looking at it at Michael's, that's what I told Jeanette. I said, I bet it won't hold its shape.
Yep.
But like I said, live and learn. Hopefully you didn't spend too much on it. Still sucks that you paid for it and then wound up with something you basically can't use. It's all been there, though.
And that's the one downfall of some of the websites you buy stuff off of. You don't know what it's made out of. Now, like Craft Outlet, you can sort it. I'll sort it by canvas and burlap and linen is the only kinds that I'll buy.
But even then, it may not be.
It might not be heavy duty. I'm pretty safe if I check Canvas.
Yeah, Richard, the Hobby Lobby stuff isn't too bad if you can get it on sale.
Yeah.
I would never pay full price for it.
I wish I had one closer.
Oh yeah, we haven't. We're supposed to be getting a Hobby Lobby about 25 minutes away.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, Craft Outlet is one of Jeanette's favorite places.
Mm-hmm. Now this came from Hobby Lobby. I bought it last fall. It's a burlap. It's got a nice wire in it. I like it. There's nothing about being frugal. You got to make money. Lately acquired some Ferris silk ribbon.
Much to her husband's dismay.
Oh, cool. If you've ever looked at the Ribbons to Bows website, keep your pocketbook closed when you do.
Well, Richard, it's not a matter of being too cheap to pay full price. If you're doing this for a business, you really need to catch it when it's on sale or buy it at places where it's
I already did it, Angela.
priced a little better.
Me and you got the same roll of ribbon with the big flowers on it. It's actually a Facebook group. It's called Ribbons to Bows. What is there? 3 girls that do it.
Don't they have a website though too? Or
I don't.
Just do it on Facebook.
I can't remember. Oh, you're telling everyone else? Yes. Well, one roll of ribbon I bought from JoJo.
My personal opinion on the Ferris silk ribbon is it looks like something my grandmother would have had as a couch.
Listen, enough people already told me about the one that I bought from JoJo that it looked like grandma's curtains. I like it. I'm going to make a blueberry and lemon wreath with it.
You find leftover rolls of mesh at Goodwill? I've never seen anything like that at our Goodwill.
Not at our Goodwill. I have been getting into some crafting other than wreath making. If you know what Mackenzie Child is, I bought some Mackenzie Child napkins to decoupage with. Yes, I usually buy 4-inch ribbon when I buy the Ferris silk because I want a very thick, stable base because I'm only going to do one loop, for the funky tails. So I'm going to use less than a yard. So I have 10 times I can use that.
Yes, Rob.
Really,
I
Selena?
agree. The Ferris silk ribbon is good quality. I just don't happen to like the patterns that most of.
Well, I got some just dotted Ferris silk too.
Oh, look, Angela put the link.
There you go, Angela. Thank you.
Really, Jake?
Wow.
Must be nice to have that.
That's because you live in Alaska.
They hoard everything. Fair enough.
I've got a cousin that lives, well, as far as I know, because my great aunt lived outside Anchorage because my uncle was stationed up there. Now, we are enablers.
I have seen. We have a local thrift store that supports the local hospice that we've been doing some shopping, and we've made a couple of trips into Goodwill. Now, I have seen some wreaths with some really
interesting.
Well, they've got some decent picks on them, though, that you can take for what you're paying for the wreath. You can salvage the picks off of.
Yeah, I don't know. But I got this very interesting platter. Actually, Floyd spotted it out.
I found it. It was on a bottom shelf. We couldn't see it till we were.
So this was $4.
Blair.
I know. And so it's got a plexiglass bottom.
It may come out.
Yep. Richard. Yeah, I love the detail on it.
Should have just kept that one quiet, Richard.
You like that tray, Angela?
Yeah, we were. It's a little shop called Browse and Buy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's a nonprofit for the hospice.
and they've just got some really unique stuff in there.
Thank you, Patty. It might look burgundy to you, but
It's fuchsia.
it's actually fuchsia. So I'm gonna
I have never used paper mesh, Richard. I don't think Jeanette's ever bought it.
paper mesh. No, I've never.
Jeanette uses a variety of things.
I don't always spray my wreaths.
I know she used to use
The
triple thick glaze. Here lately, she's been using Mod Podge spray.
Now, like the one I made the other day, it's got crappy window pane in it, so I'll probably spray that to keep it from fraying anymore. This one I might, just because of the window pane, and it's got a lot of different meshes in it, but I don't normally spray my wreaths. There's our sign. There's our bow. I'll probably, I should buy some just to play around with it. I like to do that in my private group. We do all kinds of new things. Right now, we're working through all the different kinds of ways to make a wreath. Can you spray your ribbon? Yes, Stacey.
Hi, Precious.
Hi, Precious. Thank you. Especially if you have satin ribbon in your wreath, it'll give it a little stiffness.
Jeanette used to buy satin ribbon and then spray it with starch.
No, I used to buy gross grain ribbon when I first started. What do you use so it doesn't fray? There's spray Mod Podge. This is so thick of a wreath, I'm having a hard time getting my pipe cleaner through. But like I said, I do sell bows. I don't have any on my Etsy or anything, but we're getting ready to do. Thanks for coming, Shauna. We're getting ready to do a craft show here in town. It's called Art in the Alley. It's a bunch of different artisans and crafters, and I'll have a big piece of grid with I'm gonna start doing tumblers too, but I don't like the ones with the handles. Number one, I don't want the issues that you have getting your image on it, but I don't like them either. Okay, so there's our bow. See if we can sneak on down through here if I have to get my.
Jamie, it's funny you mentioned that. She's got a 7-inch upholstery needle that she normally uses. Hey, get out of the flowers. Yeah, you get out of there.
I have one.
He's taking a stroll through your flower closet in there.
I have a 7-inch upholstery needle.
Reba asked, "What's the purpose for the spray?"
To keep it from fraying. But like I said, I don't spray very many of mine. Like this wreaths I had in storage, just because they've been moved from the shop, and when a season dies, it gets packed up, and a lot of times the wreath gets a little damaged. I chucked, I think, 2 wreaths this week. I just took them off the frame and give them a big chuck. But a couple of them I could take ribbons off and and save the base, and I redid it. And so those, if I redo one, I just spray the whole wreath. I don't worry about anything on it. Usually those are not anything that has real expensive stuff in it. But the sign, it doesn't matter.
The signs we make, Debbie, are aluminum, and then they have a UV coating on top of them as well. I'm not going to lie; they will, if they're out in direct sunlight, they will fade eventually.
So we've had our license plates on our cars for 2 years.
The one on the Trailblazer's been there for almost 3.
So they need changed. You could, I mean, they're not faded where you can't tell what's on them, but does it help with the fading? Not really. Now, there for a while, I did use a UV protected spray, but really, I always suggest that people put their porch. When you sell something, you always want to give a disclaimer that it's not going to last forever.
Although we do have a couple of customers that have bought wreaths and put them in the cemetery, and they went back to get them at the end of the season, and they still look brand new.
One was in the winter time. Okay, so here's what we got for our basic wreath. The bow and the sign, but we're going to put some bundles. I've got my flower bundles here.
That's a lot of bundles.
I put them in styrofoam. So I picked them all, if there's enough, not too much to pick. And then I roll my pick. Thanks, Angela. And then I'm going to roll my pick, because I just don't want to put it in my wreath like this, because if somebody grabs inside, they may cut themselves, because they are very, very sharp. So I take the flower on the pick and I roll the pick up like that. And sometimes I smush it.
That's the last thing you want, is a customer to be messing with the wreath and poke themselves.
So some of them have little bundles. Thank you, Roz. It's got some little sprigs of greenery, and it's got both of the colors in the wreath. So I'm gonna alternate, because I got some roses, and then I have some. The name just went out of my head. The pink ones are mini ranunculus and hydrangeas. That's what just went out of my head. So I'm gonna alternate them. Yep. Deanne has adopted the bundles. It's actually kind of nice. Make them ahead of time and then just get them all stuck in. It's a lot easier than gluing each individual flower in. Now, the other day I had to do that because my bundles were too thick to get into my pick machine. So I'm just gluing these. You can see, smush my bow. Right there where the ribbon is. You just want to make sure that you're putting enough glue on it so it can grab onto the mesh and stuff. I like the little bundles. So now I've been buying lots of little flowers. Oh, that's a great idea. I have 4-inch zip ties. Why did I not think of that? Roz's granddaughter, when they were doing bundles, suggested that she do zip ties. Oh. Tell your granddaughter thank you very much. Then you wouldn't have to worry about the pick too. That is a wonderful idea. Until you run into when my arthritis is bad and I can't hold on to it. But that is a wonderful idea. You should have seen how I was doing these little bundles. I take flowers apart, stick them on each other's stems, and oh, thank you. It's very creative. That's awesome. So many kids these days just don't use their brain. All of our grandkids are pretty creative. Now, the oldest grandson, he's got his girlfriend stuck up his butt.
Yeah, he discovered girls.
He discovered girls too soon. So that was a rose. Actually, these hydrangeas are from Dollar Tree. You can also use Patty those. I just took the tape and it sticks to itself. You can also use those little wooden sticks that have the little wires on it. The old, they call them a pick. Hey, I'm not bashful about saying it's from Dollar Tree. Some of their stuff, if you break it apart to use in like in this sense, isn't too bad. If you already make the bundles up, it goes a lot faster. Is that me or the lights flicker?
I don't know. I missed it.
You missed it? What were you doing? Sleeping? So there we got the whole outside. Now I made enough to do the inside as well.
My tummy's grumbling.
Well, you didn't eat, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, neither did I.
Life of the entrepreneur.
Eat on the run. Eat at your computer.
Eat after the live because got busy making signs and coasters and totally lost track of time. Next thing I know, oh, it's time to get set up for the live.
I go in there and he's got the laser running, the heat press going.
I warned you, Stacy, it was on its way.
What?
Probably get the thunder and lightning to go with it too. Roz says she's stuck on bundles. Thanks.
So is Deanne. It's so fun though. And really, because you're using little flowers or you're using a bunch that you're taking apart, it doesn't even take a whole lot of flowers. As soon as I discovered to do this, I went through all the flowers at Walmart and I don't know, I haven't been having luck at Joann's lately finding any flowers and buying all kinds of little things. Then Lord knows I got enough greenery. I have good ideas every once in a while. And
well,
I'm just.
You know what I say?
What?
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
And he's so nice to me. Oh, that didn't.
I won't put that on my shirt.
I don't know what kind of dovetail that was, but not a good one. Okay. I have been stuck on a pick machine since you got such a deal.
Did you find one, Reba? We actually didn't buy ours off of eBay. I found hers on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can go out and buy a new one, but if you can find a good used one.
Actually, why? I think that mine's probably better quality because it's an older one and it's not made out of the lighter metal that I've seen.
Oh, this one's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's insanely heavy.
Let's see here.
And
awesome, Jamie.
Nice deal. The lady that had the one that we have now used to be a florist, and she was getting rid of all of her stuff because they were going on a mission trip out of the country. She took really good care of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was well maintained. It was clean and freshly oiled when we bought it. Probably need to go through and clean it out.
I took a little brush and
probably got glitter all through it.
So I didn't put any ribbon tails on the inside. I just put bundles. You want to go ahead and raise the
Reba? Check Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace.
Yep, just keep watching.
Just keep an eye out.
I was making something one night, and somebody goes, "Oh, you need a pick machine." I think I was doing a grapevine. So that night, before we got on,
I found one on
with free shipping too. Wow. Yep, he found one that night. We went and got it. Hey, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
So here we go. Lots of colors.
That's better.
Oh, thanks, William. So I'm happy I went ahead and went with the, and really because you're not seeing a lot of it. Thank you, Jenny and Connie.
Yeah, that was an even better deal than what I got found, Jamie. Good job.
Yeah, but the deal, because I was like, no, I'm not getting it. And he's like, we can go to Hobby Lobby because it's that way. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. Because when I started making wreaths, I had never been into a Hobby Lobby. So it was a good day. Get a pick machine for $50 and then go to Hobby Lobby.
And spend way too much.
Thank you, Janie. I cut the mesh for the woodland ruffles at 19 inches, 1920, and then the curls were at 10. So the fuchsia border mesh and the mint green were the woodland ruffles, and then the white mesh or the white window pane and the coral is the rolls. And then my ribbon tails were at 12 this time. So the reason I scaled back to 12, when I first started making wreaths, I did the X pattern for my ribbon tails. And now, for several months now, I've been V'ing them out towards the outside. And I feel like the 12-inch is the right size to do that. I felt like the 13s were just going a little way too far.
It all depends on the look you're going for. I like the ribbon tails that are a little bit longer and stick out. Jeanette prefers them to be a little shorter and neater. Jealous?
Why are you jealous for?
What, because she found a pick machine for $30?
Just keep looking.
Shipping? I'm a little jealous too.
Yeah, really.
We paid $50 and had to drive an hour to get it.
Yeah, I got to go to Hobby Lobby.
A little bit of detour. Hit Hobby Lobby and going home.
Of course. $6 because the weight was missing and they didn't know what it was. Tag said miscellaneous housewares. Oh my gosh, William. Were you able to find a weight for it? Jamie's $30 pick machine. That's insane. I got it at Hobby Lobby, Janet. But you can also, if you just search free color wheel online, you can use the color wheel online too, in the same manner. Canva has one that you can access.
He hasn't found a weight for it, but it works fine.
Oh, does it? Awesome.
Well, I don't know if it's set up like the one Jeanette's got, it can be bolted to a tabletop.
Yeah, mine will bolt down. It's heavy to pick up.
Well, and even as heavy as it is, it still moves when you're putting picks on. You still have to hold it down.
Yeah, you still gotta hold it.
Think about bolting it to a board, and then maybe we can just
Thinking about it, I asked you that like a year ago.
I don't remember.
Because it leaves black marks on my white counters because they're just painted. So, but anyway, well, thank you so much.
Amazon has that same color wheel.
20 years ago. Wow.
Well, they're double that at Hobby Lobby now.
They're like $250, I think.
Well, last time I looked, they were $199,
Yeah.
and then Sam's Club has them a little bit cheaper. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying a new one if you want one.
You're so welcome, Roz.
You don't want to go shopping. But I'd have never talked Jeanette into paying $150 to $200.
Not at that time. Now, yeah. he keeps telling me to get a stem cutter, but I manage.
I can't find a used stem cutter.
No. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. Have a great week. Thank you, Richard.
Now we're gonna go grab some supper.
And then go to bed. The hunt is half the fun. Awesome.
I don't know about that anymore, Jamie. I'm getting too old for that.
All right. You guys have a great
everybody.
night. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye all.